back to another episode, baby. Cy Young's finally back in Atlanta where it's supposed to be. Hall of Fame ballot just came out. There's a lot of interesting names on there. And in the NFL, Lions are dominating. Chiefs are cheating. And Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jacksoning. Huh? All that and more right here on Son of a Gun.
Rest in peace to my grandma, yeah, she raised the dawn. Yeah, and shout out to my mom, I'm a son of a gun.
Yes, sir. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Son of a Gun. Good to be back. I'm joined by none other, Big Mike.
Hey. Oh, man, it is good to be back. Good to see you. I'm glad to be here. It's always good to be seen rather than viewed. Let's roll it.
Oh, boy. So let's get right into it, just off rip, because I know you probably see he's got the Dallas Star on him. I have a new NFL team that was just created. You can get yours fresh off the press. This is a football team in Texas, huh? That's what team CeeDee Lamb plays for. I don't know who the Dallas Cowboys are anymore. So now they're just a football team that plays in Texas.
Right. Well, you know, I still got rooting for the Cowboys, and Falcons fan, I'm sure you're aware of this. It's like that famous song by Maze, joy and pain, like sunshine and rain. So we have to put up with all of that. We go with that.
Something good did happen to us, though. We got the Cy Young back in Atlanta. Chris Sale, baby. What is he, 30? He's the fifth player, 35 years of age or older, to win a Cy Young. I mean, he had an incredible season. He just came over from Boston to the Braves, and the boy did numbers. Definitely would have won Comeback Player of the Year, too. Sure. I mean, 177 innings, 225 punchies, and a 2.3 ERA. And he won 18 games. His fault. Phenomenal season.
Yeah. Good see, you know, because we wondered why the Braves were going to be where they were. Because we knew they could hit, but so he solidified that pitching staff.
He really did, especially
good to see it.
Especially with Strider getting hurt too early in the season.
Right.
It was good that Sale was there to pick it up. Right. On the American side, we got a little lefty, huh? Out of Detroit, Tyreek Skubal. Got the heater, 99, 99, 99, 99. And then he's got that little guy coming in there at 92. He's nasty, he's disgusting, and he's got a big curveball. But he's taking home the American League Cy Young Award this year. 18 wins, 2.39 ERA, 192 innings, 228 punchies.
Yeah. And less than one on his whip. Less than one. .92.
What does whip mean?
Walks and hits per innings pitched. So he's going out there blanking some innings.
Absolutely phenomenal. Hey, good job, fellas. We love a good pitcher.
Congratulations.
And these two were two of the best in the league this year. Well-deserved. Chris Sale. I called it before the year. We'll have to go ahead and get that footage, but I did call it before the year that he was going to have a phenomenal season. So
both lefties. So good.
They are both lefties. So moving on, the Hall of Fame ballot.
Oh, yeah.
In the MLB.
That list just came out.
It just dropped. Yeah. And there are some notable names on there for the first time, right? Their first time on the ballot.
Correct.
We got
Ichiro.
A fan favorite, Ichiro Suzuki. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, I don't know what is. I mean, absolutely incredible. He's got over 3,000 hits in America, but he also had 2,500 over in Japan.
Sure.
So he's really got almost 6,000 hits in his career.
Correct.
Absolutely incredible player. Not only was he a really good hitter, had an absolute bazooka.
Absolutely.
And he had a laser beam in the outfield. He did it so many years in Seattle, man. So very good to see him on there, I'm sure.
Fan favorite. Yeah. Fan favorite.
There's no way he's not getting in numero uno. Sure. He was like the Yao Ming of baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what?
Sure.
Then we got CC Sabathia.
CC.
Yeah, big fella.
Yeah.
You seen his little documentary? He said he used to, after he'd come off the mound from pitching, he'd have 3 Henny and Sprites in his locker. And he's knocking those down before he goes back out there. Man's an absolute New York legend, Cleveland legend.
Sure.
6'8", 800 pounds, and he threw 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's going to be in the Hall of Fame also. World Series champion.
That's right. Got all the numbers, got all the stats, got all the qualifications. So.
Someone else who's on there, another pitcher. We got Felix Hernandez.
Oh, yeah.
Another Seattle legend. I mean, he's got a perfect game under his belt.
Sure.
Did it for so many years. I personally just put him on there because I like the way he pitched. He got that big banger.
Yeah.
And I like to style mine after that. But
yeah,
good guy.
Another fan favorite up in Seattle. So yeah, excellent.
And then probably this guy probably will not be in the Hall of Fame, but he is on the list, and that is Carlos Gonzalez.
Oh, Cargo.
CG5 is what they called him, huh?
Okay.
He had one of the greatest performances I've ever seen live with my own eyes. He hit through the cycle. Pero to hit the cycle, he needed a home run. He was up in the bottom of the ninth, and the bases were loaded, and he hit a walk-off grand slam to complete the cycle.
How about that?
Insane.
How about that?
Insane.
Well, and that's how you get in the books, right?
Mm-hmm. Intern, can we throw that? Yeah, throw that up there on the screen. Look at this. Look at this, to complete a cycle. And you'll notice, right when he hits the ball, the bat's already out of his hand. Smoothest, prettiest lefty swing I've ever seen, man.
So he should stay in the highlights, not necessarily the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he just had big moments, but I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Fame caliber guy. But, so we're going to let y'all sit with that. Go check out the list that's online. There's, 15 new guys
15
this
new
year?
guys.
The first time on the ballot. So pretty interesting stuff. Go check it out. And we're going to go check it out right now, and we'll be right back.
Right back. He's just going to be in there sticking hurts from behind.
Pause. Whoa, that sounded crazy. Whoa. But we hate Philly. Jalen Hurts is not who everyone thinks he is. He's an average quarterback. That's all he was, a good tush-push guy. He's not a good quarterback. They did add Saquon Barkley. Is he going to make a difference?
No. He's just going to be in there sticking hurts from behind. Like they have done previous seasons.
Pause. Whoa, that sounded crazy. Whoa. He's doing what? Whoa. Hey, yo. Whoa. That was crazy. No. I mean, you said it now. Hey, we're just going to move on from that. They also got A.J. Brown, the Detroit Lions. Who would have seen it coming? Huh? After Dan Campbell said, if you knock us down, we'll bite. We're on our way up. We'll take a kneecap. We'll take an anklet. Right? And now look at these dudes. They look like the most dominant team in the NFL. And it's all from the mindset of Dan Campbell. Right?
Right. They bought into the system that if you're still walking, no. If you're still breathing, you're still playing. We're out here. Give him the football, let him run. Let's go. Throw it to him, run. Your leg is broke. Hop on the other one. Let's go. So, and they anywhere they go, it's always curious to me that they don't just run people out of the arena, out of the stadium, out of the field, just out of town. So they are a scary team to be feared. Finally, since 1939, we can look at the Detroit Lions and say, I think I'm going to watch that game Thanksgiving Day.
Facts. No, they're looking incredible. And, I mean, I think really, Amon-Ra St. Brown, yeah, you're decent. Whatever. You got me a lot of fantasy points this week. Hoorah. Nice job. Jared Goff, he threw, 28 for 28 one game. Perfect pass rating, this and that. Blase. You got Dan Campbell over there just being a menace. They have the best running back tandem in the NFL.
Wow.
What do they call them, each other? Sonic and Knuckles, man. What do you mean? Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery are the two.
They're what the Dolphins wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. Which they did have for a minute, but not like this.
Nope.
I mean, it's like every time they touch it, it's like 5, 6, 7 yards a clip. It is absolutely incredible to see. It's taken all the weight off Jared Goff's shoulders. Now it's like he's back in the Rams when he had who was the Georgia running back?
What was his
You know
name?
what I'm talking about?
Todd
Gurley. Yeah, see, and Todd Gurley was running at an MVP type level, and Jared Goff took his team to the Super Bowl, huh?
Right.
Is it going to happen again this year?
Hey, they're lined up and looking pretty good right now. They're lined up and looking pretty good right now. So.
I love that for Detroit. It's about time.
Yeah.
Good organization, good guys, and they're looking very scary this year. You know who is not looking scary?
From the other end of the spectrum. Man.
Someone who is not looking scary at all. Now, this team, they refuse to win football games. Any way they can, Hail Mary's getting thrown on them. 80 yards. Blocked field goals for the Bears. Oh my God! Talk about a train wreck. And it's just the same cycle. You get a new GM in there, you get new people in the front office, then you get a quarterback, then you fire those people, and then you get rid of your quarterback, and then you get a new GM, and then you get a new. And so the guys coming in, they never get to pick their guys, right?
Right.
And so they're getting fired, and that. Hey, right. I give Caleb Williams 3 years before he's over there under Mike Tomlin.
Really? Huh. I give him 1 more year. I mean, because once again, even though they don't know what to do with him, they're going to have a ton of draft picks in 2 years. They have no idea how to use them unless they change out that office again and give the people some rope to hang themselves. No. I think after next year, he's probably headed over to Pittsburgh by then. I mean, so much so that I think that Justin Fields should just tank this season, work on getting a new job next year because there are 3 teams that could use his quarterbacking skills.
How is Justin Fields going to tank? That makes no sense. He's not playing.
Exactly. So don't even ask to play. Mike, thanks. I'm cool right here. Russ, you got it.
Real quick, I just had a thought. You know who else is not playing anymore? Daniel Jones. See ya, bum. Bro, he's garbage, and they're giving this man $45 million a season to now be a third-string quarterback.
Well, yeah, because he's got 8 touchdowns on the season, so you can't just kick him off the team. Now, I know he's got 9 interceptions, but they're paying him what, $40 million?
45. 45 million. Yep. Hey, look, bro, he is hot tool. He's garbage. Hey, look, now they got Tommy DeVito, the Italian stallion. Pause. He's coming in there. Let's see if he can do anything for the New York Giants, but we know he can't. So, let's get over there in Kansas City. Now, there's great teams in the league.
Right.
There's bad teams in the league.
Sure.
And then there's teams that cheat, and it's blatant. The Kansas City Chiefs are cheating.
Did you say Chiefs or cheats?
The cheats. The Kansas City cheats. The Kansas City cheats. Right? They grouped up with Taylor Swift, and half of her little Eras Tour money is going to these referees. That's what it's got to be happening. There's no reason they should be 8-0. Patrick Mahomes is having the most pedestrian season I've ever seen him have. He's
on my fantasy team. I had to put him on the bench.
Absolutely ridiculous. He's on 2 of mine. He looks like a pedestrian. And they're 8-1, barely lost to the Buffalo Bills.
Barely lost.
Absolutely stupid. Hey, the league might be in on it. We're gonna get y'all. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna find the data. Y'all are gonna be crushed.
You know what the league has said? Hey, we moved it from New England. Y'all were pissed off about that. Yeah. So give us a break.
Yep, they just picked a new team. That's what happened. They just graced Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, you guys are the next dynasty. Any calls you want, you'll get it. Yeah. If they look at you, Patrick Mahomes, they're throwing a flag. If the cornerbacks touch Xavier Worthy, here comes the flag. Absolutely ridiculous. I hate it.
All right, teams, we are going into overtime. Kansas City, and you guys, y'all are going to have the pick, right? You get to call it. You want to receive. All right, let's play.
Facts. Because we know what happens when Mahomes gets the ball first. Yes. Or with 8 seconds left on the clock, and he's got to go 97 yards. Huh? Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, here's a penalty. Whee! It is.
Roughing the pass.
Yeah. Like, bro, that was a run play. Yeah, but I still got him. He got him up top. Absolutely ridiculous. The Kansas City cheats need to be stopped immediately. I hate it, man. I can't take it anymore. Get him out of here.
So, yeah. Well, they're getting healthy again. So, Pacheco will be back soon.
I do like the way Pacheco runs. He runs like a bulldog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of head movement, it just looks like he's trying so hard. But hey, that'll be good for him. Kansas City cheats. I got him going back to the Super Bowl again this year, just because that's who they are. Because
really?
Over who?
Buffalo, Cincinnati, Baltimore,
Cincinnati?
Pittsburgh.
Cincinnati. Pittsburgh? Stop it. You've been watching Sierra videos. Cut it out. Don't you not to watch those Sierra videos, man. No, Pittsburgh is not making it to the Super Bowl. Cut it out. But someone who is having a phenomenal season, not the team, but this player.
Okay.
We're talking MVPs right now.
Okay.
Right now, MVP,
Okay.
I have an answer. If your answer doesn't match, then you are wrong. For MVP this year, I got Lamar Jackson, LJ8. He's doing it again. 20, how many touchdowns? A ton. 25 and 3 picks. Right? Already thrown more touchdowns than he did his MVP season.
Sure. Yeah.
Last year. And his team's doing very well.
They're doing okay. They just lost to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They should have lost to the Cowboys, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't know what team that is.
Listen, Joe Burrow has thrown 27 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. It's not about the team, right? It's about the player. Just saying.
But your team has to be good for you to be MVP consideration because the MVP can will their team to win. That's how it works. You're the most valuable player, which means your team is better when you're on it. You're the most valuable player on one of the better teams in the league.
One of the better teams, I see. Okay.
I mean, Lamar Jackson won it last year. Did they win the Super Bowl? Were they the best team in the league?
They were not.
Okay, so then point proven.
Thus, I threw out Joe Burrow.
Why? They have 4 wins this year. They have 4 wins this year. Oh, you think, because he dyed his hair all blonde,
Sure,
and
right, yeah.
this and that, and he's got Jahmyr Chase. And
Right. T. Higgins is back. Yeah.
No. LJ8. Don't ever try that again.
Hey, listen. Right now, I think some people might feel like Buffalo might be the best team in the AFC. And Josh Allen at 18-5, surely he's in the conversation.
I don't hate that. Pero at the same time, Lamar Jackson's passer rating is 112 this season. Where's Josh Allen? 98? 97?
Listen.
112.
Listen. If you put King James or King Henry in the backfield on any other team, you're probably talking about MVP conversation for that quarterback, with the exception of 3 teams. Otherwise, now that's not to take away anything he's done in the past. He won last year without him, so right.
I can't imagine that has anything to do with what we're talking about. So that's crazy. He's got a good running back. All right. Jared Goff has 2 amazing running backs. Is he in the MVP conversation?
He should be.
No, he should not be.
Why
Point
should
negated.
not?
Because he has 2 best running backs in the. Okay, whoa.
He's the quarterback on the best team.
But I never. What are you saying? You're just putting words in my mouth now. I said the best player on one of the best teams. I never said it had to be a quarterback.
Is Jared Goff not the best player on that team with the best record in the NFC?
I don't think he's better than Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery. I would rather have them 2 than Jared Goff. There you go.
Dan Campbell felt differently, right? He traded the franchise to get Jared Goff. At the time of the trade, he traded the franchise to get Jared Goff.
Did he trade David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs? Okay, so point deflated. Man.
Montgomery wasn't on the team at
I'm
that
trying
time.
to help you. I'm trying to give you
Montgomery
these.
was still
and
in
you're
Chicago.
just losing it. Goodness gracious. You know what? We're going to take a little break, let my man's cool off, get his thought process going, because he's everywhere today. So stay tuned.
just suffered another concussion. You think he will retire?
Now, anyone telling you he should retire, Cut it out. He's a football head. He's in the film room watching film, getting ready for next week. He also has Tyreek Hill, who might be the best wide receiver in the league, on his team, and they want him to just throw it away. He's got Jalen Waddle, the fastest guy, and they want him to throw it away. An absolutely innovative coach calling plays over at McDaniels. They want him to sit out? For what? He's a football head. That's what they do. You take a hit, you pay the price. It's not how many times you can get hit. How many times can you get hit and get up again, baby, and keep moving forward? It's about that 1 inch. No, he should not retire. My man should not retire. He's a football head. I love to see it. I better see Tua back out on the field by week 7. Well, he's got a family. He's got kids. They'll be there.
Oh my goodness.
Now that my boy's got his mind right, we've got some mid-season awards to get out. You're talking about Detroit Lions. We're talking about Dan Campbell. Right now, he's got my Coach of the Year award. Okay.
So I was just trying to keep it together to understand, based on what you said previously, the team is so good it doesn't matter who's coaching them.
That's not how that works. I think that Dan Campbell clearly embodies what the team is about. He's built a culture there. That's why they're turning around. They've had decent players in the past, but now they have the head general who is putting a culture into Detroit that we will fight until the very end. We're going to beat you at all aspects of the game: offense, defense, special teams, and I'm going to outcoach you. I think that he embodies what the culture of the Detroit Lions is. So it's because of him that they've turned it around from their bad seasons to now having a phenomenal one. Coach of the Year, Dan Campbell.
Okay. So I think the Coach of the Year at this particular point is Mike Tomlin, because he doesn't have any of that Dan Campbell has, and yet they're in first place in the AFC North. The Pittsburgh Steelers with Russell Wilson. And who's the running back? Who's the wide receiver?
George Pickens. He's one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He's back, not Deontay. He's one of the best receivers. He's got to have somebody throw it to him. So I think Mike Tomlin clearly, at this point, is way ahead as Coach of the Year.
Okay, I wanted to debate you on that point, but I like your argument. I think that's decent. I do like Mike Tomlin. I think he's been one of the best coaches in the league since he got there.
Right.
Never had a losing season.
Right.
And to take his team to the top of the division, and I mean,
ahead of Lamar Jackson, Mr. MVP. Yeah, he's the Coach of the Year right now. Good. I'm glad we agree. Nice. That way we can talk about some new people then. Like, who's the Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I feel like it's very simple. This is an easy one.
Now, see, this is where you say, if you have anything answer but the one I have, you're wrong.
If you think differently than me on this, you're wrong. And I hate to do this. I hate to give it into a divisional, opponent of a football team in Texas. But
you see, because you know who else is going to be watching this and saying, yeah, I told you. Shut up.
Facts. That goes out to my brother-in-law. We don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself.
His brother-in-law, my son-in-law. So.
Son outlaw?
Oops.
Okay, Jaden Daniels. There, I said it.
It's out there.
I mean, he came in and he's been turning up this whole season. Yeah. So I think Jaden Daniels is definitely going to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think anyone next would probably be maybe Bo Nix, who I know you. We know you're a Bo Nix stan, but I think Jaden Daniels just blowing him out of the water. Pause. So, yeah, it's got to go to Jaden Daniels.
Okay, I don't disagree.
Okay,
I don't disagree.
And again, now we're going to the Defensive Rookie of the Year. I hate to do it again because they are also in the division of a football team in Texas. Over there, the Eagles, Quinyon Mitchell. He is looking to be a lockdown cornerback. I mean, he is locking down all these good players, CeeDee Lamb. Who's the guy who just got traded to Buffalo and he was over there in Cleveland? Amari Cooper, Ja'Marr Chase. He's guarding the best guys, and they're having the worst games of the season against him. He's come in, immediately made an impact. I got him as my easy defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year.
They're averaging these number ones are averaging 2 catches for 14 yards against him. Period. Shutting it down, and only 1 touchdown at this point in the season. So yeah, easily, nice.
But I hate the Commanders and I hate the Eagles. So
Yeah. There's that.
defensive player of the year.
Oh,
Now this one, there can be some controversy. You can say, what about T.J. Watt? He's such a good player.
what about Joey Bosa?
Joey Bosa, he's just dogs. What about Nick Bosa? It's got to go to Chris Jones, man. He's been
from the
doing
Kansas
it
City
so
Chiefs.
long. He held out to start the season, and then now look at him. Banging, just like he always does. He's having another career year this season. I got him as my defensive player of the year
You have to.
over TJ.
You have to, because if you wonder why the Chiefs keep winning, it's because of the defense, and he's the reason on the defense. Good call.
And now, one of my favorites, comeback player of the year. Last year it was Hamlin.
Right.
This year, before we say this, I do want to also say this. In an earlier episode, my man's right here, he stated and he proclaimed that Aaron Rodgers was going to be the comeback player of the year. Yikes, buddy. Anyway, this year, hey, I've been watching those Sierra videos too. It's got to be Russell Wilson. I mean, I counted him out. I said he's washed. He's no bueno. He can't throw a deep ball anymore. He's not good. He's slow. But he's proved me wrong all season. And we talked about Mike Tomlin.
Right.
Mike Tomlin, Russell Wilson, George Pickens.
Right.
They got the Steelers in the first place.
In first place. So he's right at this point in the season, hands down, comeback player of the year, Russell Wilson. And so I guess all her milkshakes got him dancing into the top spot in the North. So way to go. Congratulations. Nice. Gotta like it.
Okay. And that concludes our mid-season awards that we're giving out to the NFL guys, who all definitely deserve it. And that's going to take us into something that probably ruined a lot of people's weekends. The Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight, man. Jake Paul made $40 million. Mike Tyson, he's 58 years old, looked very sketchy on his the legs are about to give out. But he made $20 million. What you got on that fight, man?
It's us, people in general, that hyped this all up to be something that we knew better. We know better. We knew it was going to be that way. And then Netflix tried to help us out by pulling the plug. We got pissed off at them. What the hell was this on for? And why were we watching it? Everybody out there throwing their money away. Shaq, I put $500,000 on him, and I think he can barely walk to the ring. If anybody needed a truck, it was him. So other than that, hey, you know what though? I watched it that night. I watched it because I was watching for the fight in front of that one. The girls.
They did. And, yeah. What was her name? Serrano?
Serrano versus Taylor.
She should have won the fight. I think it was crystal clear. The other girl headbutted her. That's the only reason she was bleeding, and then that blood got in her eye. And then she was still outboxing her. So I think that boxing's rigged, like it's always been, and she got that win pulled from her. I don't know why they did that. It was absolutely ridiculous. But I think this also brings a bigger note that we need to pay attention to. And I'm going to call back on a few episodes 3, 4, 5 episodes ago where I made a statement. Get the sporting events off the streaming services, huh? Because look at that. You put one boxing match on there, and you can't now you're banned. You're having bandwidth problems. Right. All I see is a little red circle. What happens when don't they got a playoff game on there this year? On Netflix?
Is it the playoff games or the Christmas Day games? Which
Something.
Is worse. It's just bad.
But if a lot of people are going to tune in, now we see Netflix cannot handle it.
Can't handle it.
Get it off of Amazon Prime. Get it off there. Get it off Netflix. Get it off any streaming services.
Right.
Put this stuff back on TV.
Right.
When you watched Mike Tyson back in the prime, where did you watch it?
ABC Sports. Yeah. So it, yeah. The whole event was kind of, it just fell off. It fell bad, and
It was pointless. They threw 8 punches.
a face plant, basically. Yep. Face
Mike
plant.
Tyson threw 3 punches after the second round.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
So now to our favorite segment on the show. It's the oldest one we got, huh? One in the chamber.
Oh yeah.
One in the chamber. What you got for me, man?
So I got one in the chamber for
Sure.
you. Right now, Dylan Gabriel and Cam Ward down in Miami, those are your front 2 Heisman winners, or Heisman candidates.
Who?
Cam Ward and Gabriel, Ryan Gabriel from the quarterback up in Oregon, right? So
Our
right,
Heisman run?
yeah, those are your front runners, right? Don't you agree?
Obviously not. What are we talking about? Who? What quarterback or what school? What are you talking about? There is clearly one guy. Huh? And he's playing up there in Boulder. His name is Travis Hunter. He's a two-way guy. 590 snaps on offense, 590 on defense. He's playing every play, right? This man is unbelievable. He's already got 3 interceptions, and he's got, 10 touchdowns? 10 receiving touchdowns, almost close to 1,000 yards receiving. What are we talking about? And he's doing it every single week, playing both sides of the football. Cam Ward, what does he do? Exactly. He plays one position, right? My man's just playing 2 positions. Do you know how hard it is to be a cornerback? Numero uno. Do you know how hard it is to be a cornerback?
Prime.
Do you know how hard it is to play cornerback after you've played 40 snaps on offense playing wide receiver where you're running routes the whole time? It's damn near impossible. And he's making it look easy. Every single game, he's got big plays on both sides of the ball. He's a shutdown cornerback and an elite wide receiver with the basic instincts to avoid tacklers and get open. And he's got ball skills. Pause. He can go up and get it. We saw it last week. He is an extreme athlete. He's doing everything he can to make Dion and Shador look good. He's propelling his team to what might be their first ever college football playoff. Just 2 years after being there. Travis Hunter, Heisman. And then Genty, runner-up.
Okay. All right. I can't disagree.
Bet. Cool.
Let me go ahead and scribble some notes, because it looks like another one's done. We're having a good time. I'm Big Daddy, and
Son of a gun.
now we got some big college games coming up, Big Ten and Big Noon. Up until that time, it's still SEC, where it means more. So let's give it a big boom.